Time is up.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome to the. Oh, I don't know how that happened, but here we go. Welcome to the world premiere of Alien Love Child, the EP album. We're going to be having a lot of fun tonight. My name is Nakia. This is Joshua Pangborn. That is at Nakia on Instagram and at Sidekick Productions on Instagram. We are super proud to be back here hosting another event for the amazing Reverend Yolanda and this fun project. Josh, it's been what I feel like it's been about 6-8 months or longer since we did Yolanda Nanda.
I think so, and then Queero as well. But anytime Yolanda has a new project out, that I'm thrilled to be a part of it, because Yolanda's work is it's incomparable, really, to other. It moves me so much at times, and I really just love to share that with the world, and I love to be part of Yolanda sharing it with the world. So I'm excited to be here tonight and share all of this with everyone.
I am too. So glad to be back doing this. And you're right, I forgot about Queero. That's how I met Ben Wu, who later went on to illustrate one of my music videos. So many great connections with Yolanda. We're going to get all into it and learn all about this great new project, which I have a small part in. So I'm super excited to be a part of this tonight. But let's not waste any more time. I think we need to get her in here right now.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Let's
Are you
bring
ready?
her in.
All right. This is your favorite trans femme, genderqueer singer, songwriter, and interfaith minister, the one and only Reverend Yolanda. There she is.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, Yolanda. It's so good to see you.
Oh, it's good to see you. I love you two so much. You know I do.
I adore you so much. It's every time I get to see you, it just makes me happy. So
well, we have such a history now together, Josh. You know, you and I with Skeleton Crew and Demon Doctor and The Art of Blowing It, and Nakia with the same, 3 web series, and then of course Nakia sang on the EP we're about to release tonight. So
honored to do so.
I know it's only been 6 years, but it feels like I can't remember a time without Yolanda in my life. So,
I don't want to remember a time without Yolanda in my life.
I agree.
Yolanda, how does it feel having a musical made of your story?
Well, it's a little scary. It's, of course, exciting and honoring and all of those things. And I guess I feel like I am so blessed and honored that people want to know about my story. I've been talking to a lot of younger queer folk lately, and we've been talking about the differences between the way I was raised and the way some of my young friends are raised now. And it is astounding, actually, how far we have come, even though there's so much further to go. But to understand now, especially when I go to Drag Queen Story Hour and read books to children and stuff, schools are supportive, parents are supportive. Like, it's really different now, and I'm so grateful.
It is definitely coming along, and we have seen a lot of great change, but at the same time, we see a lot of folks who are still dead set on trying to not just not accept other people and love other people, but are actively still trying to hurt and harm and keep people like us from really enjoying our full potential and our full happiness. And that's why the work that you have done with Alien Love Child makes such a huge difference, because I mean, I am a little gay boy from Alabama, and if I had seen something like this as a kid and really knew that, like, wow, like Reverend Yolanda also grew up in the same area, all of these things, that would have made a huge difference. I didn't know anybody like that when I was a kid.
I didn't either. Of course, we grew up in the same area in Alabama, so I totally get it.
Well, I don't want to go any further without telling people, number one, you've got to get this EP. You can do so over at alienlovechildmusical.com. That's the only link we're going to be streaming tonight, because that is the only thing we're asking you to do, is just hop over there, order the EP, share it with your friends, and let everybody else know what's going on. If you want, we'd love it if you would subscribe to Yolanda's channel if you're not already subscribed, and then share this broadcast with your friends that you're watching it right now.
Please do. Yeah, that's what we ask of you tonight, because we have plans of the future to create a whole concept album, and you're going to meet the producer of this amazing work here in just a few minutes. So.
Well, let's give everybody a reason to understand how amazing it is, Yolanda. Why don't you give us the introduction to our very first song that we're going to do tonight?
All right, it's Alien Love Child, and it opens the scene at the church. So you are entering the Church of the Alien Love Child on a very special day, and it's the annual celebration of my passion. And this opening song gives you a clue of what you're in for. Let's play it.
Awesome.
All right now. This is Reverend Yolanda, and you are at the Church of the Alien Love Child on a very special day, the annual celebration of my passion. Yeah. Nice. All right now.
That was so much fun.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know about you folks at home, but I am back here just rocking out the whole time. So much fun. The song is so good. This is one of the ones that I got to sing on.
Yes.
So
We've already got an EP downloaded, Yolanda.
Oh yeah, they've already got it downloaded.
an EP,
Thank you,
so.
Todd Michael Hall. He's already downloaded your EP. That's amazing. So Yolanda, one of the things that I loved about this video, by the way, great job on the video. It looks so much fun. It really shows you in so many different times in your career and your life. Right. And I think that, we've talked about this a lot, you and I, one-on-one and sometimes in the shows too, but I think it's so important for people to really understand that this is the things that you are about, and the joy and the love and the awareness that you bring to the world. You've been doing that since the moment that you heard in your heart that was what you were supposed to do.
Yes.
And it's so beautiful to see it chronicled that way in this video, but especially in this entire EP. And folks at home, trust me, this is just the beginning. It's such a great EP. Head over to alienlovechildmusical.com right now and download yours. Todd Michael Hall already got his. Yes. You can do that. We're going to get in our very first guest. Tonight, we have Justin Anderson Taylor, who is the librettist and did some additional lyrics on one of the songs, Pernicious Homosexual. So welcome to the show, Justin Anderson Taylor.
Hey, everybody.
Hi.
Oh, my
Justin,
gosh.
Hello.
Such a thrill to be here. Such a great thrill to see that video again and hear that song again, that production value. And waiting for that song to get that lift. It's so incredible what everyone's done with it.
I know. I'm so proud of y'all for this. This is really fantastic. Tell us about the world of the musical that you created as librettist for this project.
Well, it's really a collaboration with Yolanda. The project started because, like everyone else who knows her, I heard her sing, I watched her sing, and I just fell in love with her and her message and her light. And then I saw her again at her church, and the song I had heard her do before was Angels, which we're going to hear in a second. And then at her church, I heard Step Back. I heard her do Step Back with her longtime collaborator and backup singer, Doreen Younglove, who will be in the show in a second. And I just got a huge download. Like, this is a show. This is a musical. This is or something beyond a musical, a church service / cabaret / bio drama. And I approached Yolanda a few years ago about this, and I was very nervous. And she was like, "I've always wanted one of those. What are you talking about? Let's do it." So, so we dove in, and it's been through many drafts and many iterations. It's been in development for 5 years, and it really centers around what Yolanda does as a minister. It's based on her church service. It is a musical still. There's a story. There's a transformation that happens for the Reverend and some other characters in the story. But the setting is the Alien Love Child Church, who are putting on that passion play to celebrate the transformation of Yolanda from her boyhood in Alabama in the 50s, if you can believe it, all the way through to the interfaith musical minister we know today. It features her massive body of music, and the EP is literally like the first maybe quarter of the show. It's not even all the songs in the first quarter. It's the songs that we really want to put forward for people to get the flavor of and the taste of it. But just you wait, because we're going to work on the full concept album in 2022.
That's so exciting.
That song I mentioned, Step Back, will be in there. And the idea is that, everyone hears this music, downloads it, learns it, come to the show and sing along. Yes, come along for the passion with us and have a transformation. That's our goal. That's our hope.
Well, thank you, Freddie Freeman, for ordering that EP. We see your comment, and we thank you for your tireless work in the community as well, and putting out great music and being a part of Yolanda's life. Justin, one of the things that really sticks out to me again is the way you described witnessing what Yolanda was putting into the universe, and how that magic that she shares immediately affected you to the point to where it inspired you.
Yeah.
And that's just one of the best things about Yolanda, I think, is that just being around her inspires other people to be creative, other people to be kind.
Yeah.
It's just a real joy to watch and hear and meet other people who have experienced that. And folks at home, you'll get a chance to experience this over and over again when this show comes back live. But you need to know the songs before you go so you can sing along, and you can do that by heading over to alienlovechildmusical.com. Download it right now. Tell your friends and family. David Letterman used to say, call the neighbors and wake the kids. This is a good one. And we really, really need you to get behind it. And, Justin, you also mentioned that there was an us to this, and it's not just you and Yolanda. There's other people involved, and Josh is going to introduce our next guest.
Absolutely. One of the people that was really instrumental, I think Yolanda mentioned in making this EP possible, is Phillip Carrol, who is the musical director and producer of Alien Love Child, and also director and founder of recordingartistdevelopment.org. And we're going to bring Phil in now.
Welcome
Hi, Phil.
back, Phil.
Hi. I'm so happy to be here.
We're so happy to have you.
I'm so excited that we can share this with the world finally. It was an amazing process this summer, and Yolanda and I have been working together for what I think is it 5 years now, Yolanda?
Yeah, about all of this kind of happened at the same time. I met Josh and you, Philly, and Justin all around the same time.
Yeah, it seems like we've known each other forever.
Yeah.
That's what I was just saying, but I can't remember a time I wouldn't want to know Yolanda. So
yeah, it's been amazing. We've been meshed musically and spiritually, and I knew right away when I met Yolanda that she was for real. Well, when I first heard that she was a reverend, I was like, what? She's a reverend? And then I met her and I was like, oh, okay, she's a reverend.
I agree. She's one of the very few people that you can have. You can hear them say, "I'm a reverend," and not think, really, because Yolanda is just she just embodies that. She embodies that beautiful spirit, that beautiful sense of faith and love and everything.
She really does. She really does. And so, would you like me to talk a little bit about?
Actually, I was hoping that Phil. I don't know why I'm solo. Will take me out of there. But Phil, I was hoping you could tell us about your process and how did you pull this EP together.
Well,
and tell us more about RAD, please.
Sure. I'll do all of that. So, I met Yolanda because she came to RAD, which is my nonprofit record label, and we are a nonprofit record label serving the LGBTQ community of artists and their allies. And that's where we met, and that's where the whole thing started. I've been doing Church with a 2-Drink Minimum with Yolanda for a few years, and we've been working on the songs and kind of concepts for the musical. And then we did we presented it at Brick 2 years ago in Brooklyn. And so it kind of grew out of that. But we really wanted to find the sound of the musical, locate the musical where what the sound was for it and locate it that way. And she had said, well, I want it to be Southern rock. So I was like, okay, I don't know that much about Southern rock. I know. I know, right. I know Alabama. And then the other component was a lot of the musical takes place in Muscle Shoals, and Yolanda's from Muscle Shoals. So I did a whole bunch of research and tried to figure out what makes the Muscle Shoals sound and what is Southern rock. And I decided that it really is an enmeshment of African-American musical traditions and also Southern white musical traditions, but mainly led and mainly leaning on African American musical traditions. And I was trying to figure out what Aretha Franklin, Greg Allman, and the Stapleton sisters all had in common. And what I realized is it's just this internalization of blues music. And when I feel like Southern people, especially maybe in Alabama, they have blues in their blood. In fact, I think one of Greg Allman's albums is called "In the Blood," and so that's what I figured out that it was. And I realized that Aretha Franklin is called the Queen of Soul, and she is. But when you really come down to it and you listen to her recording she did in Muscle Shoals, she's really coming from a blues. It's really blues with a little bit of gospel inflection. So that's what I grounded the sound in. And then we threw a little country in. And that was how we found the sound.
It's so good. And now tell us a little bit about RAD.
So, like I said, we're a nonprofit record label serving LGBTQ artists and allies. We're in New York City. We offer scholarships, symposiums, production sessions, and we're creating a community of artists and Grammy Award-winning industry professionals. And we've been doing this for 17 years now. So we've done a lot of music.
Well, and for folks at home, as a voting member of the Grammys, I just got an email before this that says that I'm supposed to be saying on all social media, don't forget to vote, because the ballots are going out and we need everybody to vote. So it's real community input on these awards, not just the people who made the records. We want to get to know everybody. Yeah. And hopefully, because of the release date of this, maybe part of this could be submitted for a Grammy for the 2023 Grammys.
Mm-hmm. So I'm a voting member as well.
Yes.
So
that's awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here with us tonight. And we are just super thrilled that this project has come together. Folks at home, if you're just joining us, we are doing some of the first broadcasts of Alien Love Child, the musical that was written and created with this amazing team of folks about the Reverend Yolanda's amazing life and ministry and the joy and love that we all can experience when we actually are curious about each other and want to get to know each other and really love each other for who we are and not be scared of those differences and truly embrace them. And we're so grateful, Josh and myself, to be hosting this tonight. And this would not have been possible as well without our next guest. And she's no stranger to this little studio that we've got going on up here. She's definitely been here before. You've heard her mentioned already tonight. And there's been many times when we've been doing these little projects like this, and Yolanda will have something going on, and she'll go, "Well, Doreen's going to handle that part," and she's always right there to take care of stuff. She's a fabulous vocalist, songwriter, recording artist. She is a vocal performance coach, and in the cast is the Angel. She serves as the creative consultant for this EP. Please welcome back to the show, Doreen Younglove. You're muted. Yep, there you go.
So sorry, I was so excited. I muted myself so that I wouldn't be so it wouldn't make any errors during other people's section. So thank you.
Yeah, we can't hear you back there, so you're good.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Just in case. You always mute just to be safe, right? You know how it is, right?
Welcome back.
StreamYard, yes.
Have you been enjoying the show from back there? I know you can see.
Yes, I have.
And none of this is news to you. You've known Yolanda for a long time and have been working closely together. And since you do play many roles on this team, how has it been for you to see the EP all come together like this?
What an amazing process to witness everyone. There is so much work that goes on behind the scenes with the entire team. And so it's so wonderful to sort of be on all bits of the team and then step back and say, oh my goodness, we did that. Y'all, we did this, It feels amazing production. Justin's writing of the libretto specifically for this EP. Yolanda's amazing music, and then all the vocalists and artists that came together to help us pull it off. It's just, it really warms my heart.
I'm so happy
it does.
To hear
it's
that.
So beautiful. Yeah.
I know that with the beauty of technology, we've been able to advance to this place where we can all create music on our phones and our computers at home alone. But there's something so truly magical about not only creating something together uh, as musical collaborators, but as you said, Doreen, really building a community in the process and feeding that community with the things that you're creating. And everything that I've seen y'all put out, that's exactly, it leads with so much heart. And it's always got soul because, as Phil pointed out, Yolanda's from Alabama. She's got that blues and soul already inside of her. And, it's just such a joy to see it all come together like this. And thank you again for your role in all of this.
Thank you so much. Can I touch on that part about community?
Yeah.
Because I think that's so, so important. That is what the musical is about. That is what Yolanda is about. That's what Philly's about. That's what Justin's about. We're all in this as a community. So please get on over to alienlovechildmusical.com and join the community. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Because that's what it's about. It's really about us all connecting and the oneness with all of us, the love and light with all of us to share with each other. That's what happened on this EP and what you'll be hearing in the rest of this evening.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, Yolanda, I know we started with your first song, Alien Love Child, which is actually very near and dear to my heart because Alien Love Child was the first song of yours that we used in Skeleton Crew, which is a show we work on together. And I've loved Alien Love Child for years now. But it seems like your second song, which we're about to listen to, that is you say it's your most famous song and most popular song. Can you tell us a little bit about that song?
Yeah, absolutely. So in the 90s, well, in the late 80s, I met the Radical Fairies. And then by 93, I had moved to Vermont to live with the Radical Fairies at Fairy Camp Destiny. And I was dating a guy who worked with developmentally disabled people. And he would call them his angels. And then he would talk about their struggle, and the phrase angels struggling to be human sort of just fell into my mind and mouth, and I sat there in my bedroom at Fairy Camp Destiny and this song just poured out of me.
Oh, wow.
And I know it was such a channeled moment, so that was 25 years ago.
Wow.
I've sung it almost, I swear I've sung this song every concert I have ever done. I never get tired of it. People don't seem to ever get tired of it and still, relate to it in a lot of ways. It became an anthem for our LGBTQ community in Vermont, and now it's grown wider.
Well, the whole world's about to hear it right now, and I'm so excited about that. So let's get it on the screen. This is "We Are Angels." The video was done by Gwen Kluwer.
Yes, but we're not actually. We don't have that video ready.
Oh, that's right. That's the video that's coming out next.
It is going to come out next week, we hope.
Yeah.
However, what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to play Phil's beautiful arrangement. Phil created a choral arrangement for this song, and it's something that even those that have heard this song before have never heard it like this. It's quite beautiful. So we're going to play the song, and I'm going to perform it as we play it.
Awesome.
Okay.
Here we go.
All righty.
Now, sometimes others don't take so kindly to our shine. They're stuck in the dark, and soon we forget our shine too. We can't see it. But alien love children go by another name. We are angels. Angel! So, I invite you to close your eyes with me now, and let's together co-create a circle of love to remember that even in the dark, we glow. This love begins in our hearts and moves out to our newly assembled family, where this love joins arms and moves out of the building and into our towns, our states, our country, and our planet. This circle of love includes all that we like and all that we do not like. Everything in the world and everything in ourselves, and offers it all a radical yes. As you listen to this song, as you receive this passion and sing along, take with you this question. What are you willing to release in order to love, to live your truth, to glow in the light and in the dark? Why do I feel so out of place? So out of touch with the human race? I don't seem to understand why my brother won't lend a helping hand. Why do people tear apart? Ooh, my tender heart. Why does the nighttime seem so dark when the light shines inside my heart? We are angels, and we're struggling to be human. I tell you of the things I fear. I push away, then I pull you near. I tell you of my fantasies. You love the way that I speak honestly. Why is it so hard to love the one I've been dreaming of? Don't you see yourself in me? Don't you see what we can be? We are angels. We are angels, and we're struggling to be human. We are angels. We are angels, and we're struggling to be human. Time heals all pain. That's the way of the world. Time will bring us around again. Oh, that's the way of the world. We are angels. We are angels, and we're struggling to be human. We are angels. We are angels, and we're struggling to be human. We are angels. We are angels, and we're struggling to be human. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Oh, that was great.
I love that arrangement. Oh, thank you, Freddie. Freddie just said this is a gorgeous treatment of the song. I mean, so many of my dear musician friends have played this song with me, and recorded this song with me, and it just gives me chills, when I hear this choral arrangement that Philly made. And Philly, I just love you, and I really truly appreciate your awesome work.
Well, thank you. It was easy.
It really was a beautiful performance, and the arrangement is beautiful. I actually wanted to ask Justin. It seems that in the casting of the plays, and it kind of brings non-traditional to a whole new level. Can you tell us about that?
Sure. I also just want to plug everyone to go and download that new recording of Angels, because there is extremely gorgeous work happening. All of the counterpoint with all the voices in the chorus. It's really a jewel. And streaming over StreamYard, you might not hear every little layer that's going on. It's really worth it. So do get your ears, get it in your ears.
You're definitely not going to hear it streaming over any thing the same way you will as getting the full quality to your phone.
Yeah.
And so please definitely head over to alienlovechild.musical.com and grab that now.
Yeah. So the casting is a very special part of the process for us. We are really interested in exploring identity in this musical, in this story. Yolanda's journey is really a journey about identity. It's a very special thing to explore, that it's not done very often in musicals or on stage. And the song "Ring of Keys" from the Janine Tesori musical is a classic example of musicals trying to explore this. And we decided to really embrace Yolanda as having many selves. So we actually cast several actors in the role of Yolanda in the Passion play that the church performs. So we have a young Yolanda who goes by the name of Tony. That was the given name for that person. So we have a little Tony. We have a Tony that is a young man in New York trying to find their way. And then a radical fairy who takes on the name Yolanda. And each of these selves is trying to find who they are in a different way. And then coming in to crash the party is a latecomer who goes by the name of Roger, and upends the whole thing. I'm not going to tell you more. You gotta come. You gotta wait. You gotta listen to this thing, and you gotta wait. The big transformation though for Yolanda at the end is that she realizes that she's not, this cis man who comes up. She's not this fairy exactly. She's not this young guy trying to make it in New York, or this young boy trying to be a good Christian. She's the soul that is going through this whole journey. Her true identity is a soul, or what I like to call a soul. And so there's this amazing song at the end of the show called Transcendence, which Yolanda's released a few years ago. It was a great song about spiritual identity and our true identity as souls, that who we are really does transcend all of these labels and identities, which are a part of being a human being and being alive. And so we really cast with the idea that anyone can play any of the characters. It's really about our identity as souls, not about what we show people. Even if one day it's a certain gender, and another day it's another gender, and so on. The person living that journey is the true identity. Yolanda has this great phrase. She when she says amen, she often says a woman, or I love a human. A human.
Can I get a human?
The universal light that we all are, and which is what attracted me to Yolanda in the first place. So we really are casting with the idea that people's light is what we're looking for.
We love that.
And, there's people from all different kinds of gender expression and race and all of that, so on. But we're not representing. We're presenting. We're presenting people. Yeah.
Well, that's a really amazing kind of way to pivot into this next section that we've got, because we actually have a video from some of our cast members right now that we'd love to share with you.
Absolutely.
So, Josh, if you will cue that up.
Absolutely.
We will get that ready. And while we're getting that ready, folks, don't forget that we are here tonight premiering some of the new EP, Alien Love Child, the musical that is, of course, about starring, created by Reverend Yolanda and all of these amazing folks here tonight. And we've still got more guests to come. But first, let's take a look at this video from some of the cast.
Hi, my name is Langston Darby. My pronouns are he, him. My experience working on this project and being involved in this project, my experience has been a series of pleasant surprises. From walking in the room to meeting everyone and seeing their talent and learning about their stories as we worked on Yolanda's story. And, you know, learning about Yolanda's story and the music. The music has been just the genres, the surprises, the very impressive, great songs, and the people who are doing this work are super talented and skilled. Why am I here?
Hi, my name is Jae, JWB. My pronouns are she, her, they, them. I do some of those angel backup, sassy lady moments that you're hearing throughout the album. And my initial reaction to being asked to be a part of the project was an absolute yes. I love Yolanda from the bottom of my heart, and the entire team working on this album is so special to me. So anything they want me to do, if I can make it work, we made it work, and I'm so proud of that work that we did. The songs that Yolanda writes are so honest and transparent and exciting and vulnerable, and it's something that I really love about her work.
Hello, my name is Carlos Kantor. I go by he, they, and she, and I play Little Tony in this amazing project. I knew I was destined for the arts and performing. I just didn't understand how I fit in that puzzle. But yeah, I didn't know how I fit, but now I've really seen that there is a place for me on the stage or screen, and people do want to hear my stories and experience what I'm experiencing.
Oh, don't you love them?
So good. So good. I really appreciate hearing from Langston, Jay, and Carlos. Thank you so much. Folks at home, you saw at the end there, the website popped up, and it's running the whole time, alienlovechildmusical.com, so that you can download a copy of this right now. I can see that we've got a lot of you watching live at this very moment. So we would really appreciate it if you would head over there and grab yourself a copy, listen to that stuff on repeat, and learn those songs, because these folks are putting together a show. And if I know one thing, it's that Miss Reverend Yolanda knows how to put on a show. And part of the reason I think that is because, as we were mentioning earlier, you know, Phil was talking about how the blues and the soul is a part of us folk who are from Alabama. And, you know, you grew up in the Muscle Shoals area, and I grew up not very far from there as well. And one of my mentors was Russell Gully, who is a member of Jackson Highway. And so, he kind of helped me realize that I didn't have to stay stuck in Alabama, and that I could find these other things out in the world. And they were a huge Muscle Shoals band in the 70s, right around the same time as Leonard Skinner. And so I was so excited to hear that this was happening. But then when you told me there was a song, not just about Muscle Shoals, but called Muscle Shoals, and you wanted me to sing on it, I was so thrilled. So can you tell us, you know, what the song's about, and really what's happening in the musical when the song is sung?
Yeah, so by this time in the musical, we have, you know, begun the passion play. The first couple of songs that we've listened to have been about, you know, you're as an audience member in our church today, and we're orienting you to what, you know, is going on. Now, this song coming up, Muscle Shoals, is part of the Passion play itself, where the angel, Doreen, is assigning roles to souls in heaven, and they've picked this soul to go be born in Muscle Shoals in 1956. And that soul becomes, Yolanda. It's very funny how this is presented and how Doreen is as the angel in heaven at the Bureau of Becoming Human.
Okay, well,
Naturally.
let's take a listen to Muscle Shoals, and as it's getting pulled up, we'll remind folks that you can download your own copy at alienlovechildmusical.com. And just to remind folks that, again, you really have to download it, because what we're giving you tonight, we're not giving you the whole cow. This is not the full quality. You got to go get the full quality and download it. So we would appreciate it if you would do so. And that would be great. It's over at alienlovechild.com. Here is Muscle Shoals. Listen close for yours truly.
Yeah, you're in there.
Asking, Yolanda, how in heaven's name do you end up with your own Passion play? Shouldn't you at least be dead first? Well, as a matter of fact, I was. And then born again. And then dead again. And then reborn again. 3 times total. One for every wholehearted attempt I made at releasing the false and living my truth.
And lo, this passion was sent to liberate you from the old paradigm.
And so, we shall begin when our hero becomes the means of their own existence and births themselves.
First of many self-births, known to the people as coming out.
That is, out of the gallery of wonders, known to the people as Mom's Closet, where little Tony Mapes donned their first dress and plumbed the delights of song with their Barbies.
But I don't want to come out. It's Alabama in the 50s.
Woo! Alabama in the 50s?
But lo, an angel appeared outside the bedroom window and delivered a message.
Way down in North Alabama, along the river Tennessee, there lies a sleepy little town that will haunt you in your dreams. Muscle Shoals. Muscle Shoals has a music scene that will attract many stars, from Leonard Skinner to Bob Dylan, the Rolling Stones to Aretha.
That's where you learn to sing and play guitar in a gospel bluegrass band. Maybe one day you can be a star. Does God have a plan?
In Muscle Shoals, Alabama. In Muscle Shoals, in Muscle Shoals, Alabama.
Muscle Shoals, Alabama, the hit recording capital of the world.
I know one day I will be a star, because God has a plan, and I'll learn how to dream big. Don't you know that the South will rise again? And I'll learn how to be a good boy and take Jesus by the hand in Muscle Shoals. Muscle Shoals, Muscle Shoals, Muscle Shoals, Alabama, the hit recording capital of the world.
what an amazing performance.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you, Nakia. Thank you for saying. I just love the track that Phil created for this. It like you get on that train and it keeps moving. You feel me, Nakia? Because I feel you back there, you know.
And it is that snare really is that choo-choo train, you know, driving it along with that hi-hat. It's so great. And I love getting to see that little bit of the performance that happened there that you had done before. As Justin said earlier, it's kind of taken a lot of different shapes and presentations, as you will. And that is, I think, one of the beautiful things about it being a community project is that it has the freedom to do that. It doesn't have to be one thing. It can evolve just like Yolanda's evolving in the story.
Exactly.
And folks at home, don't forget, you can be a part of this as well. Head over to alienlovechildmusical.com and take a listen, download the full quality versions of these songs. Make sure, if there's any place to put your email, drop it over there, because, we really want you to know more about what's coming next, which will be, some fundraising to help really round this out. So this will not be the first and only time you hear from us about Alien Love Child Musical. We will be coming back to you, but we're not even close to being done. We've got more show. Josh, tell us who is up next.
Well, we have a very special guest next. He is a wonderful, wonderful person who I have had the pleasure of doing for a few years now. Singer, actor, host of radio, TV, and stage, star of Junk, the movie musical, and a cast member since the beginning. We have Tym Moss.
Hello, Tim.
Hey, oh my God, this is a fabulous reunion. Oh, my babies.
Tim, it's so good to see you. Who do you play on the show?
I play a little of everyone. That's what I love about this. Reverend Yolanda's life has just been this series of incarnations and different lives that she's led. And we all kind of get to help tell her story by becoming different characters throughout her life, which is so much fun. It's just so much fun.
It's really been a joy for me to be. I mean, I really can't say enough that every time that we are not on screen and there's music playing, Josh and I are the only ones who can still see you guys, and everybody is doing this.
Oh yeah, I was back here, muscle show.
Yeah, it's so much fun. It's the music is great. And how has the experience been for you? So you've been a part of this from the beginning.
Oh, it's absolutely magical. It really is. I have to just say, I would say that Reverend Yolanda is one of the most human spirits I have ever encountered in this lifetime. She has lived so many lives in this one lifetime, and just has been so inspiring, just such an inspiration. And Justin and Phil and everyone has just done a perfect job of bringing it all together and telling her story. It's just been magnificent to watch it unfold.
Well, we're so glad that you're a part of it, and you obviously have something real special because you are a part of this thing, and we know that Yolanda really is one of those people in the world that really attracts and maintains relationships with the best, most creative people, and many times it seems like that connection comes along at just the right moment for both of Yolanda and that person, and I'm sure that's the case for you as well. We're going to get to the next song. This one is called Pernicious Homosexual.
Yes.
And it's starring Tim, Carlos, and the choir. And Justin wrote these lyrics about Yolanda's coming out experience in the 5th grade with Mrs. Bobo. So let's take a listen to Pernicious Homosexual. Don't forget, you can go over to alienlovechildmusical.com and you too can download this full quality recording. Here we go.
And lo, it was the 3rd ringing of the bell, the hour appointed for show and tell.
Okay, class, now settle down now. It's time for show and tell. Who this week learned something new?
I learned a word from Time Magazine, no two.
That's terrific, Tony. Please educate us.
Say it with me now. The word is pernicious. P-E-R-N-I-C-I-O-U-S.
P-E-R-N-I-C-I-O-U-S. Now what in the world does pernicious mean?
Evil, dangerous, bad, unclean.
Ooh, so use it for us, Tony. Get contextual.
It describes the other word, homosexual.
What?
H-O-M-O-S-E-X-U-A-L.
No, Tony, now not that word. Children, now stop it. No, we don't, now wait, just a minute. That's not a word for show and tell, okay? Now, Tony, does anybody else have a word?
Today in the US, there are bars where all homosexuals are persona grata. Swish bars for the effeminates, cufflinky bars that cater to the college and junior executive type, fairy bars for hair fairies with their careful coiffs, TV bars which cater not to television fans but to transvestites, San Francisco's new topless boys discotheques featuring bare-chested entertainers, leather bars for tough guy types with their fondness for chains and belts.
Silence!
I'm a homosexual.
You forgot pernicious.
But I'm not pernicious.
Then what the devil are you?
Welcome back, everybody. That was Pernicious Homosexual from Alien Love Child, the musical, of course, starring Reverend Yolanda, and in that particular song, Tym Moss. What a fantastic performance, along with Carlos and the choir. It was a really fun song. Justin, great job on spelling out the little sing-along. It's so super
That was
cute.
so much fun. It was because I remember Yolanda telling me the story of how she did that when she went to school one day, and you captured that beautifully in music. I just loved that. It was so much fun.
You just listen to Yolanda, and it writes itself, basically.
Those lyrics are perfect, though. The way you wrote them, it was just so perfect, Justin. Really, it's hilarious.
Well, tell us, Yolanda, about the Jesus Manor and the video by Ben Wu and Catalan Steely and Strings.
Oh my goodness, this is coming up on one of my favorite videos here. Okay, we just listened to Pernicious Homosexual. That was me in like the 5th grade in Alabama. You know, one thing led to another, blah, 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 blah. My parents moved to Florida. My dad lost his job in Florida and he had to move back to Alabama. I happened to be in my senior year of high school. So they let me stay and finish my senior year. And I moved into a Christian commune of hippie Jesus freaks called the Jesus Manor. Now, this was the 1970s, 1974. And, you know, it was very peace, love, and Jesus, you know what I mean? It was very Jesus as a radical, Jesus as the one that we really want to, you know, emulate, you know, that not particularly the traditional other kind of Christianity or the hateful kind of Christianity, but this group of people still had in place that idea that, you know, being queer was bad and wrong and all of that kind of stuff. So that was I was drawn in by the love, but yet there was this regulation, you know, that queer people are going to hell and this, that, and the other. So I went back into the closet. I tried to hide, but this was where I learned to play guitar and where I joined my first band called the Amplified New Testament. And I couldn't...
Writes itself, like I said.
You really can't make this shit up. It's just so good. The Jesus Manor,
yes,
the Electric New Testament, like
amplified New Testament.
Yeah, and you know, I couldn't help myself. I was a young person with lots of hormones, and I loved Sandy, the person we're calling Sandy, in this video. So I fell in love and declared my love for Sandy, and then I had to leave the commune.
Wow. Well, we've heard this next song, as we mentioned, has a little video for it, and it does feature Rupert Spraul and Carlos Kantor. We've already heard from Carlos, so let's hear a bit from Rupert Spraul. I believe we have a short video from Rupert that Josh has queued up for us.
Cool.
Hi, I'm Rupert Spraul, he, him, his, and I'm Sandy on the EP. I'm really happy to be part of this project. I've been a part of it since the workshop in 2018. And since then, I've loved Yolanda's music. Yolanda's music and being in general is of a warmth and a hope in an often cynical and bitter and cold world.
Oh, Rupert. Oh my goodness. I love Rupert so much.
So beautiful. And as you saw right there, alienlovechildmusical.com is where you can download this musical that we're playing for you tonight. Again, we're just giving you the lo-fi preview, bro. You got to go get the real thing, y'all. This is, this is me flashing you on the street. If you want the real thing, we got to go back to the apartment. So let's make it happen. Head over to alienlovechildmusical.com. Download your copy. Thank you, Patty.
Look, Patty was somebody at the Jesus Manor. Oh, Patty, I'm so glad you're here.
Oh, wow. What a trip.
Oh, Patty knows who I fell in love. Patty knows who I fell in love with because we have a picture of the three of us holding hands.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I guess this means Yolanda's not making it up then. The Jesus Manor was real then. If somebody else is
true. It is absolutely true. Oh my God, I'm so glad you popped in there, Patty. Thank you.
Well, let's take a listen and watch.
Oh, wait. I want to tell everybody that the video is by Ben Wu, who we absolutely love. Ben, I know you're watching tonight too, and has been now a part of our family. There we go. Ben Wu. Go find him at patreon.com/BenWuLovesYou. Ben did all the artwork for my song Queero, which Doreen sang the lead part on. And we sang that together as a duo. And then that became so popular that I think that's where Nakia got excited about Ben's artwork and had Ben do a video, some drawings for Nakia's video. And then I sent this song to Ben to see if he'd be interested in illustrating it, and he just fell in love with it. And so what you're going to see is Ben's gorgeous artwork that represents me and Sandy at the Jesus Manor, and the singing with the Amplified New Testament.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And lo, as the days of rejection turned to months and months to years,
our hero found new hope in the welcoming tribe known to the people as Jesus Freaks, where little Tony fell in love for the first time with Sandy, the leader of the band Amplified New Testament.
Amplified New Testament welcomes you to Sunday service. Sing with us and remember where true power lies. Although I speak with tongues of men and angels, and though I prophesy and understand the world, and though I have the faith to say to mountains you must go away, but have not love, and though I feed the poor and give of not have charity, if love does not flow from me, then what is life?
Sing it with me, Brother Tony.
Love divine, love divine, love divine.
And when I was a child, I acted as a child. But now I can heal myself from those times. The looking glass no longer dark. I see the light that's shining there within my heart. Love divine, love divine, love divine. And when I was a child, I acted as a child. And now I can heal myself from those times. The looking glass no longer dark. I see the light that's shining there within my heart.
Love divine, love divine, love divine.
I love you, Brother Sandy.
I think you've misunderstood our relationship. I hope someday you truly find the Lord.
Love divine.
Wow.
What will happen to our hero on the next leg of the journey? Stay tuned.
Love it. My heart. Oh yes, that's so true, Babette. That's so true.
Appreciate these comments and just oh wow, Freddie is commenting and Freddie knows my music inside and out. I'm really thank you, Freddie. Thank you very much. Isn't that lush production value? What Phil did with that was just so gorgeous. Thank you.
I want to give a thank you. I want to give a shout out to Jim Keys.
Yes.
Yes.
Beautiful guitar on every song, actually.
Yes.
And their drummer Mike Presta.
Yes.
Did an amazing job, and also Emily Mikesell.
Yes.
Who did amazing backup vocals and violin.
Yes.
And also, I didn't mention before, but I wanted to thank my boyfriend Dennis, who's watching, because he kept me.
Dennis.
Hi, Dennis. He kept the project going because there were a few times where I was like, I know how I can finish this. I don't know how I can do this. And Dennis was like, oh, you can do it. So I want to thank Dennis. So.
Well, while we're thanking people, let's take a moment to remind folks that you can head over to alienlovechildmusical.com, but also please help us and thank City Artist Corp, LMCC, and Aaron Grant Theatrical. that that's we want to really thank them for all of their participation in this. And don't forget that when you are over there getting your copy of the EP, because we know that you've probably already done it, but if you haven't, then this is what you need to do. Get over there, make sure to leave your email so that we can get you on the mailing list and we can get the next phase of this to you, because this is only the beginning. This EP is just the beginning of something that's going to be a lot bigger. And this legacy of this work and this life and all of the ripples of joy and happiness and magic that emanate from Reverend Yolanda is really just beginning to shine. And so all of this you can find out more about over at alienlovechildmusical.com. Before we wrap things up, I just wanted to take a minute and give each of our guests a moment to say a few words before they go to the audience at home or anybody else. I know, Phil, you had a chance just now to thank your boyfriend. So I wanted to make sure, is there anybody else that has a thank you or anything that they would like to share or a thought that they would like to share before we close?
Oh, go ahead, Tim. Go ahead.
Oh, you're muted, Tim.
You're muted.
I'm looking over these comments that are coming in, and everyone is feeling this. Everyone is feeling it, and we're so grateful for that. Thank you very much, everyone who had tuned in. Please go to alienlovechildmusical.com and download the EP and tell your friends about this, because this is a very universal experience, and I'm so grateful to be a part of it. Thank you so much, Reverend Yolanda. I love you and everyone involved.
I love you.
Thank you for that comment, Jeffrey Andrew Garrett. And that is true. Reverend Yolanda is love, and everybody that has ever crossed paths with her knows it. And if they didn't, then they will soon enough. Because it's like we said earlier, it ain't over. This is all just beginning. Heading over to alienlovechildmusical.com, where you can download a copy of this album, this EP, that will soon one day become a full-length album that will also be a show. Who knows what it will become? I tell you who knows. You'll know, because you'll give us that email address and we'll keep you in the know about everything that's going on. I want to thank my co-host, Joshua Pangborn, for being here tonight, and to all of our wonderful guests, Justin Taylor, Tym Moss, Doreen Younglove, and Philly. I love that your nickname is Philly, by the way. I just think it's adorable. Phil Carrol, and all of the cast who sent in videos and all of the comments. We really love doing these presentations with Reverend Yolanda, and it's extra special for me because I'm a little gay boy from Alabama too, and I just love getting to see my own story reflected in your story, Yolanda. Every time that we spend any good quality time together on set or just on video or whatever, I always leave feeling like I know myself a little bit better, and I really, really appreciate that about you.
Oh, thank you, my love. I appreciate that about you too. It's so much fun to talk to you. Us sort of being from the same, world. It's sort of it's very interesting. I wanted
it's so trippy to me.
I know it is. It really is. I wanted to, of course, thank all of my wonderful friends that are here tonight. Right here on screen with us. You guys are an amazing team, and we work together so well, and I love you so much, and I couldn't have done any of this without you. And thank you very, very much.
Thank you for asking us all to be here, for living this amazing life and sharing your truth and your story with the world. So we are super, super grateful to have you in our lives. And for the folks at home, this is your final reminder tonight, but certainly not the final reminder ever. You've got to go to alienlovechildmusical.com so you can experience this yourself in full quality audio in the comfort of your home, in your car, in your bathtub, whatever's going on your HomePods, on your Alexas.
And if folks want to share this music with their friends, what do they do?
that's super simple to do as well. They can just take that alienlovechildmusical.com and post it on Facebook, post it on Twitter, do a TikTok about it, tag Reverend Yolanda in anything you're posting about this. She wants to see it.
I do. Like if you get a wild hair, you know, and one of the songs strikes you, you know, just do a TikTok. We'd love to see it. You know, we'd love to see it. Look, Carlos popped in and said,
yes. Hi,
Speaking
Carlos.
of TikTok,
great job, Carlos. Great job. Thank you.
What a voice on that one. What a voice.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And well, thank you to everybody again for being here. We will see you next time.